Hi, my name is Roshanna Cole. I am an African American woman from Los Angeles, California. My pronouns are she, her. I currently work in human resources for Amazon in the retail line of the business. I attended California State University, Dominguez Hills, and received my bachelor's degree in business administration with an emphasis in human resources management. And I later went on to receive my master's of business administration from the University of Phoenix from their accelerator program that they had. I really enjoy the human resources field. I've been doing it for probably about 14 years now, and I'm definitely happy that I made the decision. I actually started out as a psychology major in undergrad, and after taking my first psychology course, I realized that it probably wasn't the career choice for me. So I spoke to my counselor, and I said, hey, I want to be in a field where I can help people, where I can make some good money, and I can always be in a position to have a job. And she said, what about human resources? And I said, what is that? She introduced me to some of the courses, told me that it's a field that every major company has and that I should consider it. So I switched my major to human resources, and the rest was history. During my time on campus, I think what made it very exciting was joining clubs. I was a part of the Human Resources Management Club, the Black Student Union, and just being able to build those relationships really helped me to stay on task, to learn more about my field and the different opportunities that would be available to me by sharing of information. So I definitely suggest that. I think some of my favorite courses that I took were compensation and benefits, business 101. That's the class that I've taken that I probably learned the most from, and I still use a lot of the things I learned in that class today. Most difficult classes for me were mostly like the finance classes. So corporate finance was really a struggle for me. I barely passed. And I had to take statistics twice in undergrad and in grad school. So that's just a little tidbit there. So it's okay if you have to take courses over. It's all right. You survive it. But I still don't know anything about statistics. I will say that some of the challenges that I had is in college, especially during undergrad, was I didn't have a lot of guidance going in. My parents hadn't gone to college, but it was something that they wanted for me. And really no one in my immediately family had graduated from college. So it was quite the journey figuring out how to find funding for all of the applications. I could only get so many fee waivers, writing a lot of essays, and just really not knowing what to expect from the process, especially trying to find housing and different things like that, which was part of the reason that I stayed local when a lot of my friends were able to go away for college. But what I do think helped me is that it helped me grow. It helped me learn how to find information, which is really, really important to be able to do. And it's something that in your adult life, you have to spend a lot of time just figuring things out. And so it helped me to do that early on. I think another challenge that I had is that I had to work full time when I was in school because I didn't really have the financial support to be able to just fully immerse myself in school. So I viewed it at the time as a challenge because I wasn't able to do internships like some of my other friends and different things like that because I had to work. But it really taught me time management. It taught me how to balance things. And by the time I was ready to start my career, I did have some work experience under my belt, even if it wasn't in the field that I was in. And so to anyone who's considering, hey, this is my first time going to school, I don't know what to do. There are a lot of resources. There are a lot of counselors. I'm still very grateful for my counselor because she set me on this track. And it's been something that's been very good for me. And it definitely is a career that I'm happy that I chose. I think coming out of college, one of the big things is, you're going to have all these job opportunities. That's not necessarily as easy as it sounds. But I think that staying true to the journey of looking for a job and understanding that you don't always come out of college and go directly into management roles. Sometimes you have to start from the bottom and work your way up, but it is the best thing for you. My first job out of undergrad was a HR assistant for Hilton Hotels. It was a very interesting experience because it was the first time I was able to put everything into practice. But I had a great boss that taught me a ton of different things, and I was able to take all of the things that I learned in school and apply them in real life. I later went on to grad school. That may not be something that's necessary in the human resources field, but it was a personal goal, something that I wanted to do. And it really helped me. I think undergraduate school is where you learn a lot of the principles in the industry that you want to work in and in the profession. And grad school really helps you to apply them and learn how to strategize. And for me, as a business major, to understand how a business works in its entirety outside of just what you contribute to the business. And so I tell anyone that's interested in attending grad school that it's also a great choice as well. I'm very happy in the field of human resources. Right now, I focus on talent planning and strategy for new business lines, but I've done a lot of different things in the field of HR, and I encourage anyone who's interested to definitely look into it. Every major company has an HR department, and there's a number of things that you can do within that field, from benefits and compensation to workers' compensation to an HR generalist role. You can go into the legal side of HR. There's just so many things you can do. Recruitment, payroll, it's an endless list of things you could do in the field. So I wish you all the best on your journey, and I hope that these few tidbits that I gave you help you out along the way.